Okay, so today we're going to be making shitor. Shitor is a type of chili sauce that you make that can accompany a lot of various dishes. So what you need for that is you need roughly 5 to 10 onions. The amount of onions you use depends on the amount of the shitor you want to produce. If you want the volume to be a lot, then you add more onions. You need roughly 1 liter of oil. You can use olive oil or you can use vegetable oil. But vegetable oil is the one that is traditionally used, so because it hasn't really got too much of that distinct taste that the olive oil has. So I think vegetable oil is better to use. You need ginger. So the amount of ginger that you would need if you were to use the fresh ginger is basically one whole root ginger. If you go to the shop and buy the ginger, one of those. You need some seasoning like stock cubes. You can use some shrimp powder or shrimps, fresh shrimps, but that's optional. If you're using the shrimps, then you need 1 pound of shrimps. You also need some anchovies, or I think some people also call them sparkles. They're a small fish. You need 1 pound of those. You need tomatoes. For this one, I've used 1 can of 400 grams of plum tomatoes. You can use garlic, which is optional. If you're using garlic, then you can use 6 cloves of garlic. You need pepper, because obviously this is a pepper sauce. So with the pepper, it just depends on how hot you want it. If you're going to want it very hot, you use more pepper. I use the fresh pepper, so I used around 10 of the Scotch bonnets, between 10 to 20 of the Scotch bonnets. But if you have the chili powder, then just add the amount that's to your discretion. You need 2 large spring onions. Use both the bulb, the white part, and the green bits. And those are the main ingredients for the shitor. So what you would do is you would take the onions, so slice it up and saute the onions in the oil until it becomes a golden brown color. Remove the onions and put it in the blender to blend it, then put that back into the oil, into this pan. Then you now do the same with the remaining ingredients. So the tomatoes, the garlic, the pepper, the spring onions, the ginger, the shrimps, and the anchovy or sparkles. You blend them in the blender, and then you put them into this into the same pan and you cook it. What you notice is that right now it's a bit of a reddish color. It will change. It will actually darken. So you know when the shitor is ready, it will actually darken and it will become like a really dark brown black color. But whilst you're making it, you need to stir it quite regularly. Just make sure that it doesn't burn. Okay, so this is what the shitor should look like once it's been cooked and reduced. See how it's a nice brown color. And even though we added a lot of oil, there's only just a little bit of oil left behind. And the oil helps it to keep for longer anyway. So you serve this traditionally with what we call kenkey, which is made from corn flour, corn dough. They mix it up and they make that with it. Or you can have it with some rice. Yeah, so pretty much you can have this because it's like a chili sauce, so you can have this with anything. Okay, so like I said, you can serve the shitor. This is what we call dokno or kenkey. So it's just made from corn dough, and then you mix it with water and you cook it. And that's the shitor there. And then you serve it with another like salsa, as they say. It's like another type of chili pepper, and you can have some cut tomatoes and onions and have it with fish. So this is another way of serving the shitor.